This episode is brought to you by Amazon Business. We could all use more time. Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. I can see why they call it smart. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to our Sunday bonus episode, where I share an article with you from a different podcast in our network to keep your life nice and optimized. Today's episode is coming from Optimal Health Daily. You can find that show wherever you're listening to this. And with that, here's Dr. Neil with the post and his commentary as we optimize your life.
Creating a Home Gym by Ross Enamait of rosstraining.com. It was less than a year ago when I filmed a video which emphasized the importance of time. As you may recall, I stressed the simple fact that real results take time. Shortcuts are a myth. There is no fastest way to develop anything that is meaningful. Yet, while such statements will never be marketable in our fast-paced world, I'm grateful that there are readers and listeners who have taken the message to heart. I've heard from several individuals who have come to appreciate the significance of patience. They've been able to see through the deception that exists within the industry. Many have even expressed their desire to begin training at home. They are eager to cancel the gym membership to save money and time. Many have written to me with a few questions, however, that they need answered before starting. The most commonly asked question from this crowd has been, what is necessary to create a home gym? These folks envision a list of tools and equipment that must be secured before they can begin. Unfortunately, it does not work that way. Results aren't the only things that require time. Creating a home gym often takes time as well. That doesn't mean you can't start with what you have. As I've said many times before, it is quite possible to excel with little or nothing. Bodyweight exercise alone provides countless options. An empty room could literally serve as a fully functional gym. Using myself as an example, I have trained consistently for 20 plus years. More than half that time has been confined to a small garage or outside in nature. Even after all these years of home training, I still find myself making or acquiring equipment. It's not that I don't have what I need to train. It's just a case of me seeking out new and different challenges. To pinpoint a single tool as an absolute necessity would be misleading. Over the years, I've trained with almost everything. I've worked with calisthenics, odd objects, free weights, and more. There have been periods when I focused almost exclusively on a particular modality. And at other times, I mixed and matched them all together. What I use depends on what I'm trying to achieve at a given time. As is often the case, it depends. Regardless of where you train, it is important to understand that it is a continuous journey. There is no equation that can be solved today that will provide answers indefinitely. All that is truly needed is the desire and willingness to begin. Once you are determined to improve, you will find a way. As mentioned many times before, equipment is not the deciding factor as to whether one succeeds. One of the reasons I share so many low-tech examples is to eliminate excuses that pertain to a lack of equipment. When you see other athletes thrive in poverty-stricken lands, you're all but forced to recognize the potential of a low-tech approach. If they can do it, so can you. And I don't say this to discourage you from acquiring equipment. By all means, look to add new tools to your arsenal over time. Just realize that such tools should be viewed as options, not necessities. Home gym ideas. As for a few of my preferred home gym items, here is an abbreviated list. A pull-up bar, or somewhere to perform pull-ups. A heavy odd object, like a sandbag. A punching bag. A suspension trainer, easy and inexpensive to make. A sledgehammer and tire. Jump rope. Furniture sliders. And a T-handle for swings. For those interested in lifting heavy weights, a power rack is probably at the top of your list. Dumbbell handles are also excellent and won't eat up a lot of space. Most of these items can be purchased or made very reasonably. My YouTube channel also includes several equipment-based tutorials. As you'll see, much of the homemade equipment doesn't require any craftsmanship. For example, a pair of furniture sliders can be used right out of the box. Even an old tire can provide a full body workout. I could go on and on with examples. The low-tech possibilities are truly endless. In summary, regardless of your circumstances, you have more than enough to begin. Use what you have and expand when necessary. Enjoy the journey. You just listened to the post titled Creating a Home Gym by Ross Enamait of rosstraining.com.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. If you're like me, you might be considering getting a new iPhone. But have you considered upgrading your credit card? When you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay or the laser-etched titanium Apple Card, you can earn unlimited 3% daily cash back on everything you buy from Apple, whether it's a new iPhone, an iPhone case, or even a service like Apple Music or Apple TV Plus. Earning 3% back on the Apple products and services you love? It's an easy decision. You'll only wonder why you weren't doing it sooner. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. Ross is so right. Having equipment is helpful, but it's not the only way to achieve your goals. And what good is getting a bunch of expensive equipment if you're never going to use it? Before I invested in a single dumbbell, I made sure that I wouldn't be wasting my money. How? I made sure that working out at home was a habit first. I performed lots and lots of at-home bodyweight workouts in the comfort of my living room for months. Once I found my groove, then and only then did I decide to invest in some gym equipment. This is because I felt like I outgrew some of these bodyweight workouts and I was getting kind of bored. Luckily, it's super easy to create a home gym. Most equipment is available online and can be delivered right to your door. If something requires assembly, they usually send you the toolkit you need and a clear set of instructions. Look, I'm not the most handy individual, and yet I put my entire home gym together. That should tell you something. But even then, I didn't buy everything at once. I started with some dumbbells, then an adjustable bench, then a barbell with some weights, and so on. It's taken me over 2 years to get my basic gym set up. My latest acquisition, a cheap set of dip bars. But before each purchase, I really made sure that I was going to actually use the piece of equipment I had my eyes on. I knew exactly how, why, and when I was going to use that new piece of equipment. Then and only then, I made the purchase. So if this is something you're thinking about doing for yourself, I love the idea, but I recommend you ask yourself 2 questions. 1, am I actually going to use my home gym? And if the answer is yes, question 2 is, what's the one piece of equipment I need right now to make that happen? All right, that'll do it for the Thursday episode. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back here tomorrow for the Friday Q&A and where your optimal life awaits.